Hey everyone, how are you all? Hope you're all doing really well. Thank you so much for joining me for another video. I feel like I am getting back to being a consistent Vicky. So thank you for sticking around, and sorry there hasn't been a stream of videos consistently, but we are back in business. So thank you. So today's video is actually a video request. I asked over on my Instagram for some requests, and there was quite a few, and one of them I was really drawn to, and it was my goals for 2022. Yeah, my goals for this year basically. And you know what, I've never actually written my goals down, so to write them down this morning made me feel really determined and driven. I'm going to go through my goals of 2022. I'm also going to answer a few Q&A questions that came through on my Instagram. So I'm going to amalgamate the two and just have a little update, tell you my plans for the house and all of stuff like that, because that was another request. So yeah, sit down, get that cup of tea, relax, get comfy, get cozy, and enjoy this video. So one of my goals for this year is to spend more time with my family. I don't mean my immediate family, my children and my husband, because I see them all the time. I mean like my parents, my sisters. We all live so close, apart from my dad, but my mum, my sisters, we live so close, but life is so busy, we don't make enough time to see each other. So I've actually organised a Mother's Day meal here in the house. I was like, you know what, I'm gonna do like a big lunch for everyone, get everyone here and just have everyone in one space. So whilst we are talking about Mother's Day, I actually have been sponsored for this video to show you some beautiful, beautiful Mother's Day gift options. Not just for Mother's Day, but Mother's Day is up and coming, and I also have a link for some amazing discount with this company. So the company I am working with is Ana Luisa. Ana Luisa are a lovely company I've worked with a couple of times before, I think, and I love all of their products. And I get really excited when the packages arrive with me because I absolutely love them. So Ana Luisa are a carbon neutral company, from packaging through to the pieces of jewelry, which is amazing. So I love that about them. I'm definitely becoming way more conscious of things like that as I'm getting older. So here is the packaging of the 3 items I have here to show you. And the first item I'm going to show you is these beautiful, beautiful earrings. Gorgeous, gorgeous little earring. Obviously we're talking about Mother's Day. There are some amazing items on the website for Mother's Day. My mum doesn't wear jewelry, so I actually haven't got her anything within this. However, I have got another mum something. So I have a very special friend who is a mum, and she's had a difficult time, and I thought I would treat her to something and choose her something from Ana Luisa, something I know she will love. So I actually got her 2 things in here, so I want to show you those, and I'm going to pop them on so you can see what they look like. So I got this ring here, which is really dainty little dress ring. Pop that on there, and then the second ring I got is this gorgeous, almost Cartier inspired ring. Absolutely love it. I know it probably isn't, but love it. So there are the 2 rings there, just absolutely beautiful, beautiful dress ring. These are so nice, absolutely love them, and I am going to pop a link in the description box below so that you can go straight to the website and use that link to get 20% off of everything on the website. So please go and check that link out. So for anyone that is looking for a Mother's Day gift, or a gift for anything, but Mother's Day is coming up, and my link in the description box below will take you to their website where you can get 20% off and get your loved one something beautiful this Mother's Day. Okay, so my next goal for 2022. Now, I wasn't sure how to do this. I feel like some goals are physical things and some goals are just like changes I want to make. So I'm hoping I'm doing this right and saying all the right things. So I'm gonna go for a physical thing that I want to achieve within this year, and that is to buy a second property. So this is something that has been on the radar for years. I think the first auction we went to was probably 4 years ago, but we kind of get into it and then we can't get what we want, and then we lose interest, and then life is just so busy. And then I think we had the baby, then we had lockdown. So yeah, the last like 3 years have been a little bit of a write-off, although we've been to see many properties. I feel like the market is at a peak at the moment, and it's really a buyer's market. So I want to wait for that to peter off and buy an investment property. So I have ideas of what I want to do with that investment property, and I'm not really going to discuss that on here because I feel like it's something a little bit different, and I want to keep that to myself until it happens. So watch this space, 2022, hopefully it will happen. Okay, so this next one is very random, and I'm actually frightened to say it because if I say it, I have to do it. And it's been something I've been putting off for years and years and years. So none of you will know this, but I love to sing. Like, I love it, and I love watching people sing. Oh, it's one of my favorite things. And my son, my 7-year-old son, is very music orientated as well. He's started to learn the piano, and he also loves watching people sing. So whenever I sing, he's like, oh, like he loves it. And whenever we watch like anyone on the TV or like Encanto, he loves all the songs, and he's like, oh yeah, this is a really good bit, and he just loves it. So we had this little thing where we said when he becomes fluent in piano playing, he's gonna play the piano and I'm gonna sing. And I just think it's such a special thing for me and him to do together. But I need to brush up on my singing skills because I am not Celine Dion, okay? She's like one of my favorite singers, just an FYI. And I feel like I need to get singing lessons to work on my pitch and my tone. And it's something I never did, and something I probably should have done as a teenager. If I had some singing lessons, I might be good enough to record a little song with Oscar whilst he's playing the piano. So now I've said it, guys, now it's out there, I have to book these singing lessons. So if anyone knows anyone within this area, so I live in Wiltshire, so Wiltshire, Somerset, Bath, that kind of area, please let me know, because I would love to start doing singing lessons so that I can create that special memory with my son, because I think it'll be something that we can look back at forever. And yeah, I just really want to do it. So that is a goal. And I just also think you only live once, and if this year, this last couple of years has taught me anything, is that life is so fragile and so short. So do the things that you want to do, stop putting them off, just get it done. So that is one of my goals for this year. Okay, so another goal for 2022 is to become more organised. I pride myself on being organised in a sense of, you know, being a mum of school children, school, preschool, you have to be organised. You have to be on top of everything. So just getting out the door in the morning, of, you know, remembering everything, making sure the uniform's ready and the bags are packed and the lunch boxes are made and the emails are replied to and the fees are paid for the schools and the clubs are booked and to turn up for the clubs. That is organisation in itself. However, if there are things I can procrastinate about or put off to the next day because I'm so overwhelmed with everything else I've got to do, I am a little bit of a monkey and I do that. I put it off and I bury my head. I think, oh, I'll deal with that tomorrow, I'll deal with that tomorrow. So I must get more organised. So please let me know if there's any methods in which that you think that it would help me. I do think I'm organised, like, I am organised in loads of areas of my life, but there are some that I'm not, and it annoys me. And I feel in the long run that it will make me feel less stressed, because what I tend to do is, like I know I've got a birthday coming up in 2 weeks, it pops into my mind and I go, yeah, I've got 2 weeks left, so I won't do anything about it. Why not do it then, so you get stuff before it gets there, so then 2 days before you're not scrambling around trying to find something for that birthday. That's the kind of thing I do, and it's so frustrating. It's so frustrating. My best friend said she's going to get me a written diary, and I think that might help if I've got something on the side, but will I use it? I don't know. So yeah, need help with that. So another goal for 2022 is to take my businesses to the next level. Now, I'm kind of like this at the moment where I am not very busy with the kitchens, busy-ish with the online stuff. And so I just really want to see which one takes off this year. I hope to be able to continue to do both. But if one suddenly does this, the other one's going to have to suffer a little bit, I think. So really, I want to just take both of them to the next level, but it will just be seeing which one goes first. I would like to think I will forever document things, but let's say the kitchens becomes really busy. The documenting might become a little bit more sparse for a while until I can manage my time a bit better. But at the moment they're both kind of like this, so I'm giving an equal amount of time to each, and it's keeping me really busy. And I've actually got a kitchen going in about 3 or 4 weeks, which is really exciting. It'll be the first one. So yeah, I've learned a lot doing that one, and I'd like to think that moving forward throughout the year, it will get busier and busier. So yeah, that is a goal. Okay, so the final thing I want to do for this year is make loads of memories with the children. So I want to do things, just get outside, be outside, do loads of things, like visit national trusts. I did suggest to Simon that we climb like Penny Fan or something with the kids. I'm not sure if that's a achievable goal with a 2.5-year-old stroke 3-year-old, but I would like to do it, and I would like to just achieve some things with the children, just make so many memories with them. So if it's a weekend that's due to be quite warm, jump in the car, go to the beach, like go and have some chips on the beach, do stuff like that, and just kind of get outside more, I suppose. So make memories and get outside more. That is what I want to do. Okay, so moving on to like plans for the house, because it's kind of a goal for 2022. I want to make the garden more green. So we have 2 like wooden structures in our garden, and I keep looking out there and thinking it's very woody, very modern looking, and we live in a really old house, and we've made it very modern, which I like. I like a modern traditional vibe. That's my like interior style, I would say. But I want to make it more green, and I have no clue about plants, but I would like to plant some nice greenery like along the fence line. And my goal is to just get out there and make it a bit prettier this year. So that is one of my house goals. The other house goal for this year, which you might think I'm absolutely nuts, but we are going to redo our ensuite. I think I've spoken before in a house tour that we didn't get the proportions right up there. So we're not doing anything major, but we just need to make the proportions slightly different and change the tiles because I mismeasured the shower and the shower tray. So we ended up having to put a temporary door on our shower, which has never been what we wanted. We wanted a walk-in shower. So we just need to tweak the walls up there slightly and get that done. So that's an exciting one for this year. Not sure when it'll be, not in any hurry. We've got a perfectly functioning, very nice ensuite. But I want to do it in the cheapest, the most cost-effective way possible, because we've obviously already paid a lot of money to have it done. So I'm trying to figure out how to do that. Okay, so first question is, your home is beautiful, thank you. How do you stop yourself getting drawn in by all the different trends? Good question. Firstly, I do get drawn in sometimes. But secondly, when I have got drawn in, it doesn't work out that often, and I end up not liking it. And I think it's really important to know your style and know what suits you. And this goes for fashion and interiors. You know what you like, so go with it. Why go with what society tells you you have to have? Now, don't get me wrong, there are a few things that I've chosen that are fashionable, of course, because that's what fashion is all about. We're inspired by other people. But mostly I go with stuff that I like, you know, it actually wasn't fashionable to have a traditional style within the home 5 years ago, but that has always been what I love. I've always loved old homes. So yeah, I'm sure in 5 years' time, it's not going to be fashionable to have all the mouldings and the paneling and stuff like that. But for me, I live in a home where that would have always been around. So that won't go out of fashion in my mind. Yeah, I just think it's really important to know what suits you and just to stick with it. And how do I stop myself getting drawn in? Just to remember that, really. But I do get drawn in sometimes, and there are things that I buy that are fashionable, like the mirror behind me. And I'm sure that in a few years' time, that won't be fashionable. But on the expensive items and the things that are going to cost a lot of money, I just choose things I like. And it isn't always the most fashionable. So yeah, I think that just know your style, I suppose, and go with your gut. Your gut is always right. Always right. You always look so great. Thank you. I definitely don't. But thank you. What treatments have you had, if any? So this is something that people do ask like quite a lot, and I'm completely open and honest about it. So I've been having Botox in my forehead for, oh my gosh, like 5 years, I would say. I get it done every like 4 months. Obviously not when I was pregnant. Yeah, so I have that. I have had my lips filled, but I'm not gonna have them done anymore, because actually I'd probably have them dissolved if I wasn't too scared to have them dissolved. But I haven't got much in there. I've probably only got a little bit left, but I've had that. But apart from that, I just have, you know, my eyebrows tinted and waxed. My eyelashes I have done. I have classic eyelash extensions and spray tans. I love a good spray tan. I actually have my own spray tan tent at home, and my husband does it. That's it. Like, I don't have any other treatments. I've never had any other filler in my face. I don't plan to have any filler in my face. I'm in for tweakments, things that still make you look natural, but help the aging process. So yeah, that is all I've had. Another, I love your home. Is it your forever home, and do you have any more work planned? Well, I've spoken about the work I have had done, and no, it's not our forever home. Absolutely love our home, but there are definitely things that we compromised when we bought it. For my husband, it's the garage size and the drive size. He's a car mad person, so he would love to have like a much bigger man cave, and we would ideally not like to live on a main road. We live on a main road, and that's one of the reasons we'd like to move. But it would take something super special to move, and really I only want to live in the village we live in at the moment. So yeah, I have my eye on a couple of properties, but we'll see what the future holds. Who knows? We're very, very happy where we are right now. There was loads of these. Are you going to have another baby? Probably not is my answer, which is really sad, but I really don't think I can do it. I would be a higher risk pregnancy. I would be consultant led, because of the things that happened with my last baby. I had a placental abruption, heavy bleed, blah, 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 blah. And that scares the life out of me. And I just don't know if I can get past it. Like, I'm fine day to day. I don't struggle with health anxiety day to day. But if I watch, for instance, a program with a traumatic labour on it, I cannot cope. I get so upset, I get so overwhelmed, I start thinking about stuff, and I just think, I'm not even pregnant. Imagine if I was pregnant. I think, would it decrease the excitement? I think the anxiety might take over. I'm really frightened of losing that part of my mind that I lost for quite a long time. it just frightens me. I really don't think I can do it, which is a real shame because I would love to have another baby if I didn't have that element of me. And you know what? I have 3 children. I have a gorgeous 11-year-old stepdaughter who I adore, and I have 2 boys who I adore, and all of them are healthy. What more can I ask for, you know? Yes, it would be nice to have another one, but unless I can get past that in my mind, you know, yeah, it's not straightforward for me, but there we are. That's my answer. Okay, so last one, advice for someone who wants to start a business but don't know what they're good at. Oh, you're talking to the right person, because I feel like I've done everything under the sun. No, I've done kitchen designer, hair extensions, YouTube, back to kitchen designer. So yeah, I've done a few things. Go with something that makes you happy. Definitely something that makes you happy. Like, think about what makes you happy, because if you're happy doing it, that will show, and you'll be passionate and you'll be very successful. That's what I would say. So think about the things that make you really, really happy. But yeah, thank you everyone for watching my video. I hope it wasn't too long-winded. I always worry with these chatty ones that it's just me talking at the camera, but sometimes we need a bit of a catch-up, don't we? I really appreciate you tuning in, and if you enjoyed this video and any of my other videos, I would love to have you as a new subscriber. So there is a new video every week from me, and yeah, please don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and I shall see you all very soon.